everybody, Anifa here. The reason why I'm making this video is I wanted to share a couple of tips on how you actually bring in a brand into how you show up and into your space. So a brand is a desired perception, and you want to have that desired perception in everything that you do. When people show up at your office, you want that office to really represent who you are as a company and what your company stands for. So that's very important. That's one of the things that you want to be very aware about, is how your office, how your space, how your work space actually reflects your desired perception, how you want people to perceive your business and your brand. So having a really cool office design that really reflects what your company stands for and what it's all about is actually really, really important. So something to be very aware about when you're designing your office space and when you're bringing in clients. The second thing is you want to have you wear a brand. So you want to have a fashionable design. If you're not really a person that pays too much attention to your clothes, you want to understand that when you show up to different places, when you have meetings, how you show up and what you're dressed as actually reflects in your business. Because you, especially for solo entrepreneurs, you are your business. How you show up, that is your business. How you interact with people, how you leave people, what you leave feeling, all that is a reflection of your brand and of your business. So it's really, really important in how you show up, dress-wise, fashion-wise, and also how you're being-wise. All that's really, really important to be very aware of, and be taken seriously. You can be very playful too in how you design and how you style yourself, and also you can hire different consultants and fashion designers just to give you a couple of tips on how you can create a really cool style and brand that really matches and reflects your company and what your company stands for. Again, a third thing that you want to consider when you're really creating a cohesive brand is how does your personal space reflect your brand? Because again, you are your brand. So if your home environment doesn't necessarily match who you are and what your business stands for, then there's something that's not congruent there, something that's not really matching. So it's really important, and also for you, for your own integrity, does your space match? Does your space match what you stand for? And when all that's together and when all that is solid, you can really show up powerfully, and people really sense that about you. And also when you come home to a space, you can be reminded of what you stand for and what you're committed to creating in your life and your business. You can actually have a bigger impact, because again, it reminds you of your goals. So having you can use affirmations, you can use artwork, different things. You can use photography, all these different things. You bring in, if you love to travel, bring in images of cool places that you love to go to, or places that you've been, to remind you of how amazing this experience was to be there. Again, it all speaks to who you are, and it speaks to your brand. So when you have visitors, again, certain pieces can be conversation starters. Like, for example, this cool little piece right behind me is it's actually metal. Metal sculpture. So it's a really cool, can be a cool conversation starter too if you have cool pieces, art pieces, sculptural pieces. And actually for me, I'm having a nostalgic moment, because when I first started off in college and undergrad, I took a metal sculpture class. So I got the opportunity to weld and use an awesome torch and actually cut metal. So that was awesome. So I'm totally having a nostalgic moment here, because I know how they did this, and I know how they bent it and cut it. I've used those amazing and powerful machines. So I'm nerding out a little bit here, having this little nostalgic moment on this. So I just was really inspired to share with you today on how you can really bring in these powerful elements of who you are into your brand, and how you can really reflect that just by being and showing up and wearing your brand, and also bringing your brand in your space and having that reflected for you too, because it all reflects, it all enhances your business and who you are. So I'd love to hear comments if you got any insights, any aha moments. What's your favorite things to do in your space that really reflects your brand? What is it that your brand stands for, and how do you use that and leverage that to reflect your brand? So I'd love to hear comments, so leave me a comment below, and I'll see you on the next video.